Hello everyone, it's Julie Hedges and good evening from the Tarot Journey. I'm coming to you this evening with a message about the winds of change. I've definitely been feeling the winds of change. It's been so warm this past week, even up into the 90s here, but just today, the winds have come in. Literally, the winds of change. And taking my walk this evening, walking down by the river, which is where I love to come and hang out. And I'm feeling the winds of change. So I wanted to talk with you a little bit about this Venus retrograde that's happening. I wanted to talk a little bit about the changing of the seasons and how it's affecting us and how we are seeing it played out in the real world. This is akin to, you can't make this stuff up. So, take a deep breath in, everyone. Deep breath in. Yes. So first off, we are celebrating the autumn equinox that's going to be tomorrow. That is when the day and the night are equal. But more importantly, astrologically, what's going on up there is that the sun, our Father, the sun, is making his way into the sign of Libra. In the sky, in the zodiac, in the 12 houses, here comes Libra. So the sun is making its way into the sign of Libra, and Libra is all about partnership, marriage, balance, harmony, love, yes, and also, interestingly enough, open enemies. And here's another little cool piece about Libra, is Libra also rules courts, lawsuits, lawyers. So legal contracts and partnerships. That's all under the purview of Libra. So here we have the sun moving into that area of the zodiac, and also going to be, for you, moving into that area of your life. We all have Libra in our charts. And so wherever Libra is located in your natal chart is where partnerships, contracts, balance, peace, harmony is going to be at the forefront for you. And here we have the autumn equinox ushering in that time of, here is the harvest. Here is the bounty for what we have planted. This is what we reap, what we sow. So here we are. And let me just take a moment to say, hi, Rob. Thanks for joining me on the Tarot Journey tonight. And hi, Deb. Oh, thanks for being here. So, yeah, just a quick update about Libra and what's happening and how this upcoming Venus retrograde that we are getting ready to experience in just a few short days, how all of this is playing in and how we are actually seeing it live in our world. And you cannot make this stuff up. So, tomorrow is the autumn equinox, and you can feel the winds of change. So you can feel that sun in the sky moving into this area of partnerships and really seeing the other person. Libra is asking the question, where is the me and the we? How do we have a balanced partnership? And how do we identify our open enemies? So the sun is going to come through here, and the sun is going to spend his 30 days in the sign of Libra to really have us conscious of that. And then Venus is coming in. Venus came into Libra back in August, and now is coming into Scorpio. So Venus is ushering in this feminine principle. And boy, I tell you, you cannot make this stuff up, because what we are seeing played out in the world right now is exactly mirroring what's going on in the sky. The feminine principle is rising up. All about what is the core power here. Venus is love and beauty and artistry and enjoyment. And Venus is coming into that place of Libra, starting at the end of August and here in September, now moving into Scorpio, and asking the question about power. What is the true power here? The magic, the mastery, the true power. And if you've been following the news on Twitter, online, on the news programs, that you know what's key being discussed in all of these programs is the Supreme Court nomination. Now, I want to be very clear that I'm not interested in politics, and I don't fly a blue flag or a red flag, but I'm interested in how the energies of what's going on up there and what's going on in our souls is playing out in the world stage for all of us to witness. So I think we can agree with the questions that are being asked and the subjects that are being discussed is that the feminine principle is at the forefront, and feminine power is really being highlighted, and it's going to be. And I don't know about you, but I've been seeing some really nasty discussions about power and negotiation or struggle of that power, and how the feminine principle, not specifying one particular woman or women, but the feminine principle is having to negotiate that power in the place of the courts, because that's where we are right now. The Supreme Court nominations, and how the feminine principle is coming up to make us question what true power is all about. And so we're seeing it in the United States, at least. So we're seeing it on the world stage. And you are probably feeling it in your own life. So let me just talk briefly about the feminine principle. What is the feminine principle? Well, that feminine energy is the receptive, nurturing, more sensitive or sensing. And Venus especially is the one who is the sensitive one, meaning sensing. So sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. All those ways that receiving those sensations from our senses. And what we value and appreciate, what we enjoy. And at the very core of Venus, in addition to being the feminine principle, but what we value. What we value and our self-value. So those questions, what you are sensing in all of your sensory perceptions, sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, what you enjoy, what you appreciate, what you think of as beauty, how you embody beauty, what you value and your self-value. Those questions are coming up. And they're going to be really stirred up inside of you. And you will most likely see them in the world stage as we are seeing them right now with these Supreme Court nomination hearings and the information that's coming forward about assault and power over women, or what kind of power women have, and where abuses happen, how to address them, how to research them, what voice to give them, and how to come into a balance and a harmony. So it's playing out on the world stage, and it's going to be playing out in your life if it's not playing out right now. So just be aware. It doesn't mean that something as large and substantial or poignant as the Supreme Court nominations and all of the news surrounding that, it doesn't mean that your life will be as impacted in that way, but your emotions might, your sensing capabilities might, your sight, sound, smell, taste, touch might really go through its own overhaul as far as the power of those senses and what you define as beauty and art and luxury and enjoyment. Be prepared for maybe foods that you loved. All of a sudden you're like, nope. Colors, fabrics, places, things that you enjoyed, they might change. And that's okay. It's part of your balancing. So just a short update about the Venus retrograde, and we are in the shadow period now. So what that means is energetically, the themes that we are going to encounter on a personal level are making themselves known to you now. Kind of like, hey, I'm over here, popping around the corner. Old loves might show up. Old things that you used to love might come back. All of these ways that we can revisit what we enjoy, what we appreciate, how we use our senses are coming up. And just be aware and really paying attention in your life to know what is going to be asked of you, to examine, to reevaluate, to refine. And I'm sure for all of us, the idea of what we find beautiful in ourselves is what is going to really save the day. So please make sure you spend some time during this Venus retrograde, which that is October 5th through November 16th. This Venus retrograde is, how do you define yourself as beautiful? What things about you are beautiful that you can really embody? It's one thing for others to say, this is really beautiful about you. You are a beautiful person, a beautiful soul. Can you hear that? Can you embody it? Can you digest it? Can you wear it? How do you define yourself as beauty? And as I was walking this evening, thinking about what I wanted to share about Venus retrograde and the sun moving into Libra tomorrow in the autumn equinox, The chakra crystal that came to me was blue kyanite. So I'm giving that to you. Blue kyanite. Kyanite is a very high vibration enlightenment crystal. But these sources that I noted were talking about the steady but gentle way that kyanite can release blockages. And so what do I mean by that? Well, if you've ever had, let's say, a Sonicare toothbrush or something like that, electric toothbrush, it's very steady and it's powerful, but it doesn't hurt your teeth or it doesn't hurt your gums. It's just steady. It's steady, but it's powerful. It's powerful. So that's what blue kyanite can do for your whole chakra system. So meditating with blue kyanite, wearing blue kyanite, having it by your bedside, if you can stand it, because it is very high vibration. It might impact your dream time, but if you can stand it, keep a piece with you during the day, wear it on your body during the day. If you can have it at your bedside, keep it there. But it's a gentle and effective, steady, strong, but not overpowering, efficient way to clear blockages in your whole chakra system. So it's kind of like getting a massage on the inside. So if you can think of it as feeling like a power toothbrush for your chakra system, that steady but gentle whirring motion, cleaning. Yeah, blue kyanite. So just a quick update this evening on the tarot journey about the Libra Ingress, the sun moving into Libra, which signifies our autumn equinox tomorrow, and the upcoming Venus retrograde, how it's playing out on the world stage, and what Venus is going to be calling you to do when she's pointing you internally, pointing you inside to look at your sensing abilities and the way you appreciate yourself and what you call yourself as beautiful, what you can say is beautiful about you. So thank you for joining me on the tarot journey this evening. May the peace that surpasses all human understanding be with you now. Om Shanti and good night.